Hi there, crafty peeps. Enis here from Papercrafting with Enis, and I'm on today to share a little something that arrived in the mail today. And I'm not sure you would actually call this Happy Mail, but I'm going to call it Happy Mail because when I opened it up and looked inside, I was really, really happy. So this little package is coming to me from Lisa, who is at You See Why I'm a Diva on Instagram and YouTube, and Lisa is an awesome crafter. I am going to have her link down below so that you can check out her channel. You will not be disappointed in her projects. So anyway, how this little package came about was I was watching one of her Sat Morning Makes projects, and she used a certain embossing folder, and I just thought it was one of the coolest embossing folders I had ever seen, and I thought, man, I could really use one of those. So I typed her up a fun little message, and she got back to me and said, hey, how about this? Why don't I mail it to you? You use it, and then mail it back to me. And that way we both can have what we need, and I'm not junking up my craft room with any more stuff. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. I really, really appreciate it. I never had anybody ask me if they wanted to do that with me before, and so I'm really, really pleased that Lisa trusts me enough to loan me something from her craft stash. So without further ado, let me get in here and show you what she sent me. Okay, oh my gosh. So look at this. Like I said, I felt like it was Happy Mail. Here's the embossing folder, which we'll look at in a minute. But she actually included this cute little vellum pocket that she made, and she tucked in some bee-themed ephemera that she made. Oh my gosh, look at these adorable little bees. So, so sweet, and she has been doing bee projects on her channel, so be sure to hop on over there and check those out. She has die cut and layered all of these wonderful pieces, and I see here that there's even some vellum on the wings here, which adds some extra dimension and interest. So, so cute. And then she also included some stamped sentiments that she made me. And look at how gorgeous her stamping is. It's just perfect. So thank you so much, Lisa. I love, love, love these. So I'm just going to put those over there. These little bees are so adorable. So here's the embossing folder, and this is from the Paper Studio. And I'll just show you right here. This is what it looks like. It embosses a A2 notebook page. Perfect, perfect, perfect for journaling, scrapbooking, and all kinds of fun stuff. So let's get that out. There we go. I'll put the packaging aside. And here is the embossing folder. So, so cool. Love it, love it, love it. And you know what I think we're going to do? Let's do some embossing on some paper. Now, what I plan to do over the next couple days when I get a moment is run this through my Sizzix a number of times on different papers and tuck them away in my stash so that I have plenty of these to use when I need them. And I will definitely ship this back to Lisa. And once again, I'm thanking her for sending this to me. So give me a second to get my machine. So here's my Sizzix, and I have already taken out the plate that I don't need to run an embossing folder through. So what I have here is the top plate, and you can see it's well loved. I have my magic mat, which is even more well loved. And these magic mats, I'm just going to tell you really quick, they are two-sided, and sometimes they do bend. But that's no problem. You just take your heat gun and you go over the top of it and it flattens it right back out again. And you can see I have used this a lot. I use this almost all the time in my Sizzix now. The only time I don't use it is when I'm cutting acetate, and then I use 2 acrylic plates. So that's part of the sandwich, and then I'm using the main base piece, which is this one right here. And if you look, it'll tell you what you need to make your sandwich. So I'm going to put that back in there, put this back in here. I'm going to take the embossing folder, and I actually have some tea-dyed paper from my stash that I was using for journals. So I'm going to tuck that in there and lay it on the bed there. Top plate. And I'm not spritzing this with water because this isn't one of those heavy-duty 3D embossing folders. It's just a regular embossing folder. And so I'm just going to run that through, and we're going to take a peek at it. One pass. Put this aside. Oh my gosh, look at how awesome that is. So perfect for cards, for journals, for scrapbooking, cutting into pieces and using for tags, and I mean all kinds of fun things. And I love it on this tea dyed paper. Love, love, love. I actually have another one over here that I did earlier. This one's a little crooked, but that's okay. You just trim it down. So gorgeous. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sending this folder to me. I can't thank you enough for sharing part of your crafty stash with me. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through my machine on a variety of cardstocks and tea-dyed paper, and I'm going to tuck those away in my craft room so I have them when I need them. And I will ship this back to you later on in the week or probably on the weekend. So anyway, everybody, be sure to hop over to Lisa's channel. You see why I'm a diva. Check her out on Instagram. I will have her linked down below so it's easy for you to find. And you can see all the beautiful projects she does. She is a super sweet lady. You will absolutely love watching her craft and her explaining her projects she's doing. And yeah, you're really, really going to love her. So thanks a lot for watching. I want to thank all my new subbies because I noticed recently I've had a number of new subbies and I really appreciate that. I appreciate all of my subbies. All my crafty peeps are just so awesome and so cool. And I actually got notified that I had over 100,000 views on my channel so far. So I guess that's a good accomplishment. I don't really know. I don't know what the average is that people get, but I'm going to take that as a good sign that I'm doing something right. So anyway, again, thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you spending some time with me, and I'll catch you all on the next crafty video. See you later, crafty peeps. Bye.